everyone.
Hello.
So it's winter here and getting a bit chilly.
Yes.
May not be winter where you're watching. We know that we have viewers from all over the world. So hi if it's in your summer, but it's our winter.
Yeah.
So we thought it would be good to do another video like the autumn one that we did on good scents to wear as the weather gets colder.
Yes.
But for men.
Yes. Although saying that, any fragrances we mention ever can be for men or for women. That's totally up to you. But these are like more traditionally masculine ones. So yeah, for you guys out there that are thinking about what to wear this winter. In winter, I mean, again, you can wear whatever the hell you want, really. But you tend to go for things that are warmer.
Yeah.
So, you know, like it's like the feeling of putting a scarf on or something. You want that fragrance to warm you up and
absolutely
make you feel kind of comforted and
and I was thinking about the way that ingredients evaporate as well. And
yes, true.
I mean, when we talked about beach fragrances in the summer, we were saying that, you know, when the sun shines and the warm weather is there on the fragrance, the ingredients are intensified.
Yes.
So in the wintertime, when there's not so much sun about and it's a bit colder, those ingredients, they don't evaporate quite so fast off the skin, which means that warmer, more intense fragrances, I think, suit colder weather better, because in the summertime, those same fragrances could be a little bit overpowering. Don't know if you agree with that.
Yeah, no, definitely agree. I tend to go for heavier things in the wintertime. Okay. So,
what have you got to show us?
So we've got two to show you. The first one is, well, it's actually two in one, but it is Patchouly from Etro. I'll show you this one first, which is the Eau de Parfum. There we go. And there is also an Eau de Toilette version as well, which was the original one, and the Eau de Parfum is a little bit newer.
Are they different smells?
They are slightly different smells. It's not just the concentration that's different. I'm going to spray the Eau de Parfum because it is the most intense for this time of year. Let me get a blotter.
I quite like the idea of switching, even if you like the same fragrance in summer and winter, but you wear the Eau de Toilette or the cologne in the summer, and then the pure perfume or the Eau de Parfum
really
in the
good
winter.
Idea.
You could do that. You know, just switch up to the stronger concentration.
Really good idea. So Patchouly as an ingredient.
Got a lot going on.
Not enough hands. Patchouly as an ingredient is again quite a historic ingredient, and this is. If you like patchouli, this is for you, because it's a really true patchouli fragrance, isn't it?
Do you know, I have not smelt this, in all honesty, for ages, and because I don't think I trained this, I think you did.
Yeah.
And straight away, do you know what I can smell?
What?
Old antique books.
Yes. Kind of musty smelling. The description that Etro give of this, I love, which is that it smells like the damp earthiness of the forest, the rainforest floor. So that kind of earthy, mossy.
I really get that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got woods in it as well, hasn't it?
Yes, so it's not just patchouli.
No, I mean, we class patchouli as a woody ingredient. It's actually, the extract is from a leaf, isn't it? The patchouli leaves are dried.
Yes.
And in fact, weren't they... They were used, dried, to transport things. That
was one of the reasons, I think, why Etro, who are a fabric manufacturer before they were a fashion designer, chose to make a fragrance about patchouli.
Yeah.
Because originally, hundreds of years ago, when fabrics used to be shipped...
I'm so sorry.
Thanks for that. I just got a shower of patchouli all over me.
So did not mean to do that.
Well, I won't get any moths coming near me. Because the point of the patchouli was to keep the moths out. So when they would ship beautiful fabrics from India, obviously the paisley print on Etro is very reminiscent of India.
Sure.
They would ship them over to Europe, and they would be on the ship for weeks and months. And in order for them not to get infested and eaten by moths, they would layer up the fabric with patchouli leaves. Yes. It's like a repellent for moths and many types of insects and things. So that's why Etro were like, oh, this is an ingredient that's really linked with our heritage of fabric making.
I like
so that's
that.
why I chose to make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very intense. It's very warm, very earthy,
It's an easier patchouli than some.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I really do. And actually, this is quite good for me because, like, I think I sprayed it when we first launched it. Yeah. And then I didn't spray it since. But actually, it's maybe because it's cold outside. Yeah. See, this is the thing, is in the summertime,
I probably kind of smell.
I am, and I like. I mean, patchouli I sometimes find too dry.
Yes,
but I don't know. I think this one is actually a little bit easier, maybe because of the tonka bean.
It's a bit sweet,
some sweetness. Again, it's got that balsamic note, which I quite like.
Definitely,
as well. Yeah. But do try this, but especially in the colder weather, because I think it might be.
You guys will like it, and it's a good one as well. We've mentioned this with Etro fragrances before, but you can layer it up with other things. So to add some patchouli to something else that you normally wear.
Cool. Another one of our top picks in winter for men or women is Annick Goutal's Ambre Fetiche. There we go. This in Annick Goutal, what you find is two types of bottle.
Yeah.
So this square bottle with a kind of almost cigar band label is supposed to be the male packaging. But actually, I think men or women could wear this again. Ambre, amber, and another warm ingredient.
Yes,
amber, all resinous notes are beautiful for that lovely enveloping, delicious, oriental, sensual fragrance.
Yeah.
Just going to do that. The lovely thing about this, thank you. The other thing about this is that it's got incense in it.
Yeah.
So this one is got that lovely kind of sort of churchy yet warm resinous note. And the amber accord, if you like, is predominantly something called labdanum. Full name Cistus labdanum. And Cistus labdanum is a resin, and it's from a shrub called the rock rose shrub, which is a Mediterranean shrub. And it just gives, it's a very common ingredient in amber fragrances, and it gives that warmth. So if it's cold outside, you spray this and you suddenly feel really, really warm and sensual. It's the frankincense in it reminds me of kind of the Orient.
Yeah, because I was going to say, when this fragrance first launched, some of you might remember, I mean, it was maybe like 10 years ago now, that Annick Goutal did this Orientalist collection. And there was like 4 fragrances all inspired by the Orient, and they scrapped the collection, but they kept a couple of the fragrances, and this is really one of them. So it is that kind of like Eastern.
It's reminiscent of like going to the desert and
or in market,
a spice market. Yeah, absolutely that. It's got some sweetness for sure.
Yeah.
But again, like with the patchouli, you've got that lovely balance between warm, enveloping sweetness and dryness.
Yeah.
I think it's a really nice one. This
it
one
is a great one.
It's a great day fragrance, but actually an evening fragrance too. If you're going out somewhere special, spray this because it has got that sensuality to it as well.
And really different to the patchouli, even though they're both warm and enveloping, they are very different. So you could definitely have both in your collection.
If I was going to do colour, so I've got patchouli on this hand, okay, so if I'm going to do colours, because sometimes I quite like differentiating them by colours, and I know I'm wearing grey, so maybe that's it, but this is grey to me, the patchouli, and this is like burnt orange.
Orange, yeah. I don't know, for me the patchouli's like sludgy green. I don't know.
Because of the forest.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm thinking of that, but the amber is definitely orange.
Yeah, okay. So hope you enjoyed that. Please tell us what you wear in the winter, whether you're a man or a woman, and let us know if you like these more amber, warm scents in the winter as well.
Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all again next time. Bye.
Bye.